Hi, friends. Welcome back. My name is Miss Madison. My pronouns are she and her, and this is somewhere.
Mr. Bryan, and I'm over here, and my pronouns are he pronouns. Pronouns are he and him.
And we are your Quinn Street project teaching artists for Text to Performance 2. Goodness, this is lesson 12. Yeah, so this is the last class. If you are tuning into this video, you've gone and you've never seen us before, you've gone too far. Go back to lesson 1, start over. There's so much fun to be had. All right, let's start out taking a deep breath in, deep breath out. One more deep breath in, deep breath out. Wonderful. Today, friends, is our performance day. So we're going to do a little warm up, and then we are going to go through our whole entire play, and hopefully you'll join us. If you want to send us any pictures of costumes you put together, or like any little videos of you doing parts of the play, that would be awesome. We would love to see them. If not, just follow along and do your thing, do your actor thing. As you know, we as actors are telling stories. That's drama. And we are doing that using our tools of an actor. We have 3 tools of an actor. Repeat after me: body,
Body,
voice,
voice,
and imagination.
imagination.
And we use those tools to tell stories. We also have to work together as an ensemble. Nice. Ensemble means together. It's our fancy theater word for team, together, union, all that stuff. We work together in theater to tell stories. That's what we're doing. We are going to, first thing, we are going to check in about how we are feeling. We at QSP always say our names, our pronouns, and one word about how we're feeling. So my name is Miss Madison. My pronouns are she, her, and hers. And I feel chilling. Mr. Bryan, your turn.
Mr. Bryan, my pronouns are he and him, and I'm feeling creaky.
Yeah. Happens to me too. Happens to the best of us, you know. All right, friends, how are you feeling? Hmm. All right, heard lots of feelings, all valid, all beautiful, all wonderful. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Laser focus over to Mr. Bryan, wherever he may be on your screens, and let's warm up.
All right, my friends, let's warm up our bodies first. So, if we can, especially today, I want us to try and stand up. Let's get our whole body involved. All right, we sit enough during the day. So what I want to do now is plant your feet in the ground, and if you can't, that's totally okay. I want you to sit up straight. I want you to reach up for the sky as high as you can. Reach up as high as you can, and reach, and tips your fingers, tops your head, reach as high as you can to the ceiling, and drop this hand over here, and drop this hand over here, and wave your hands this way. Wave your hands this way, and wave them in the air like you just do not care. Get your arms involved, get your head involved, get your body involved, and give me a scream, give me a yay,
Yay!
and freeze. And now drop this arm at the elbow, but keep reaching up high with this other arm. And drop this arm at the elbow. And now I want you to reach up with your wings up high, reach down low with your wings, and reach to the side and chin up. Gracefully flap those wings up and down, slowly up and down, and a little bit faster, just a little bit faster. All right, now a little bit faster. And now I want crazy chicken style, as fast as you can, as fast as you can. Flap those wings up and down. Try to fly away, but you're still sitting, so that's a little difficult, isn't it? And faster and faster, and freeze. And drop one wing, but not the shoulder. Drop the other wing, but not the shoulder. And I want you to move side to side like you're a penguin. I want you to dance like you're a cool penguin right now, whatever that means to you. And I want you to dance like a cool penguin, but you think you're a chicken. So let me hear you cluck like a chicken. And freeze. And drop this shoulder. And I want you to bow politely and say buenos dias.
Buenos dias.
And I want you to bow politely and say good day, neighbor.
Good day, neighbor.
And drop this shoulder. And let me rotate those shoulders backwards big. Give me 3 rotations. Give me 1, give me 2, and give me 3, and forward, big circles forward. 1, 2, 3. And reach into your imagination and pull out a gigantic, if you will, crayon and put it in front of you. So it's pointing at the sky, pointing at the ceiling. Put it on your head, lock it in, tie it in. And what I want you to do now is draw a circle on the ceiling using that crayon. And slowly, we're warming up, so we don't want to hurt anything. Draw that circle on the ceiling. Make sure it's nice and huge and circly and other direction. Perfect. Take off that crayon. I want you to look at that crayon in front of you, and in your most dramatic voice, look at it and say, "Goodbye, crayon."
Goodbye, Kren.
And throw it behind you.
Ha!
Excellent. And now what I want you to do is stick out your tongue, eyes big, and you know what to do. When I say lion face, show me your lion face. Actor neutral. Let's make that even bigger this time. Lion face as big as you can. Lion face. Excellent. And let that go. And reach into that imagination. Bless you. And pull out a lemon. And I want you to look at that lemon. And I want you to say, "Hello, lemon.
Hello, lemon.
I'm going to eat you."
I'm going to eat you.
And bite into that lemon. And it's sour. Why? And drop that lemon, scrunch up your fist, scrunch up your face, scrunch up your body. And in your most sour voice, I want you to say, "Why, Mr. Bryan, why?"
Why, Mr. Bryan, why?
Oh, I don't know. Let that go. And give me actor neutral. And put your hands on your hips, point to the sky, and give me your superhero pose with a tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
Excellent. And actor neutral. It's other direction. We need some saving over there. So put your hands on your hips, puff out your chest, chin up, point to the sky, other direction, and give me superhero pose with a tra-la-la.
Tra-la-la.
Excellent. Let that go, actor neutral. And let's get evil with it. Twiddle your fingers. Give me a nice evil smile. Twirl your evil mustache and beard, mustache beard combo, if you will. And I want you to give me a hee hee hee. Give me a ho ho ho. Give me a wha ha ha. Give me a wha ha ha. Actor neutral. All right. And what I want you to do now is I want you to reach behind you into that imaginarium somewhere back there. There it is. And pull out a piece of gum and put it in your mouth and chew. And chew up, chew down, chew that way, chew that way. And in a circle. Because you can get your whole face involved. Other way. And take that out and stick that gum somewhere over there. Excellent. And what I want you to do, repeat after me. Ba.
Ba.
Ba ba.
Ba ba.
Ba ba bee.
Ba ba bee.
Bye bee bo.
Bye bee bo.
Bo bee boo.
Bo bee boo.
And boo.
Boo.
Terrifying.
Ah.
And give me a da. Give me a da da.
Da da.
Give me a darling, you look marvelous.
Darling, you look marvelous.
And put your hands to your side and give me a ha.
Ha.
Give me a big evil ha ha ha.
Ha ha ha.
Put your hands near your belly and give me a ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho.
And put your finger right here by your nose and give me a na.
Nya.
Give me a nasally nya.
Nya.
Give me a nya nya.
Nya nya.
Give me a nya nya ni.
Nya nya ni.
And give me a high ni.
Ni.
Give me a ni ni.
Me me.
Give me a nine no.
90 no.
And give me a no no no.
No no no.
Like you really mean it. Give me a no no no.
No no no.
And give me a whiny no no no.
No no.
Oh, whinier than that. Give me a no no no.
No.
Whininess achieved. Wonderful. Give me a rah.
Rah.
Give me a rah rah.
Rah rah.
Give me a rah-rah-raggy.
Raggy raggy.
Give me a sa. Give me a sa sa.
Sa sa.
Give me a saucy.
Saucy.
Give me a saucy.
Saucy.
And give me a wah.
Wah,
Give me a wah wah.
wah, wah.
Give me a wah wah wee.
Wah, wah, wee.
Give me your most unenthusiastic bored wee. Give me an excited wee.
Wee.
Give me a wee.
Wee.
Give me a wee. And give me low to high. Give me a wee.
Wee.
Excellent. And now repeat after me. Which wrist watches
Which wrist watches
are Swiss wrist watches?
are Swiss wrist watches?
Which wrist watches are Swiss wrist watches?
Which wrist watches are Swiss wrist watches?
All right. You warmed up? I'm a little warmed up. Shake that out.
I'm super warm. Blah, blah, blah.
Excellent. And give your laser eyes and focus to Miss Madison.
It's performance time. Okay, here we go, friends. We are going to do our performance. So if you have people that you want to watch, this would be a great time to pause the video, invite your grown-ups, your siblings, your stuffed animals, set up a little audience. Yeah, the audience is going to sit in, the audience are the people that sit in front of the stage, and they, at the end, they watch like this during. Ooh, and then at the end you bow and they go. That's the audience, right? We are the actors and audience. So you can set up a little audience, even if it's just pretend, even if you're just pretending to have an audience, maybe you're a little nervous, that's okay, totally natural. But yeah, so you know the drill. When I say your character, pick a character, you can be as many characters as you want. You can be one character, you can be 10 characters. You can be all of the other ensemble people too as well. You know, the little boy, the old woman, the wedding party, all that stuff. We're all going to do all that. When I say your character's name, make a tableau every single time. Show me your character. It can be the same tableau every time. It doesn't have to be. Remember, a tableau is a frozen picture. Yes. Make sure you're pantomiming along. That's a silent movement, acting out all of the actions that your character is doing, all the lines, all that stuff. So, are we ready? I think we're ready.
Miss Madison, if I'm not sure what to do and I see someone else is doing something, is it okay to do along what they're doing as well? Like, say I see another act. Yeah. Sometimes I get stuck too. Yeah. Okay.
Of course. Your ensemble is there to inspire you, right? So right now, Mr. Bryan and I were your ensemble. So even if you're doing these videos alone, if you get stuck, maybe you're following along with me or you're following along with Mr. Bryan, whatevs. Yeah. It's all good. The whole point is just to get up on our feet, perform, get a little silly. Actually, probably get a lot silly, huh? It never is just a little silly when Mr. Bryan and I are around. It's just not. It's a lot silly. Okay, that's just who we are. We're actors. Here we go. All right. Remember, friends, you don't need me to tell you, but our story here. I'll perform just in case I'll really perform just in case you have an audience there. I want to make sure I'm doing really good. Okay. Here we go. Now presenting Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters by John Steptoe, presented by you,
Miss Madison.
Mr. Bryan.
I'm sorry. My favorite part of all of this is the actor monocle, scarf, and hat.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, that's like the one thing I was.
Generally just for rehearsal, of course, because performance would be in our costumes. But here we go for Mr. Bryan.
Yes.
It is time for performance, so we need to put on our actor costumes. So put on whatever costume you need. Let's put on maybe a robe or a hat or a beret, a monocle, some diacles, also known as glasses, and maybe a scarf. And we're gonna chug our coffee. Chug, 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 chug. Ooh, we're really ready now. Here we go. Is this enough, Mr. Bryan?
I suppose.
Are you satisfied? All right, friends. Mr. Bryan, what did we forget to put on?
What? I'm sure you're gonna tell me. I'm in suspense.
I was gonna let you pick something.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Today we're gonna have an actor boa, because why not?
Ooh, fun. Feathers everywhere, feathers everywhere, feathers, feathers, feathers. Okay, now presenting Mufaro's Beautiful Daughters, presented by you, A long time ago, in a certain place in Africa, a small village lay across a river and a half a day's journey from a city where a great king lived. A man named Mufaro, you know what to do, lived in this village with his 2 daughters, who were called Manyara and Nyasha. Everyone agreed that Manyara and Nyasha were very beautiful. Manyara was almost always in a bad temper. She teased her sister whenever their father's back was turned, and she had been heard to say, "Someday, Nyasha, I will be a queen, and you will be a servant in my household." So remember, friends, if you're these characters, you can say the lines, you can repeat them after me, or you can kind of act them out. Yeah, but I'm going to give you less direction this time, because it's our performance. All right, back to performance. "If that should come to pass," Nyasha responded, "I will be pleased to serve you. But why do you say such things? You are clever and strong and beautiful. Why are you so unhappy?" "Because everyone talks about how kind you are, and they praise everything you do," Manyara replied. "I'm certain that father loves you best. But when I am a queen, everyone will know that your silly kindness is only weakness." Nyasha was sad that Manyara felt this way, but she ignored her sister's words and went about her chores. Nyasha kept a small plot of land on which she grew millet, sunflowers, yams, and vegetables. She always sang as she worked, and some said it was her singing that made her crops more bountiful than anyone else's. Show me a pantomime of you singing and farming. Lovely, lovely, lovely. One day, Nyasha noticed a small garden snake resting beneath a yam vine. "Good day, little Nyoka," she called to him. "You are welcome here. You will keep away any creatures who might spoil my vegetables." She bent forward, gave the little snake a loving pat on the head, and then returned to her work. From that day on, Nyoka was always at Nyasha's side when she tended her garden. It was said that she sang all the more sweetly when he was there. Mufaro knew nothing of how Manyara treated Nyasha. Nyasha was too considerate of her father's feelings to complain, and Manyara was always careful to behave herself when Mufaro was around. Early one morning, a messenger from the city arrived. The great king wanted a wife. "A message from the king!" Let's all say, "A message from the king." Ready, go.
Message from the king.
Nice. "The most worthy and beautiful daughters in the land are invited to appear before the king, and he will choose one to become queen," the messenger proclaimed. Mufaro called Manyara and Nyasha to him. "It would be a great honor to have one of you chosen," he said. "Prepare yourselves to journey to the city. I will call together all our friends to make a wedding party. We will leave tomorrow as the sun rises." "But my father," Manyara said sweetly, "it would be painful for either of us to leave you, even to be wife to the king. I know Nyasha would grieve to death if she were parted from you. I am strong. Send me to the city, and let poor Nyasha be happy here with you." Mufaro beamed with pride. "The king has asked for the most worthy and the most beautiful. No, Manyara, I cannot send you alone. Only a king can choose between 2 such worthy daughters. Both of you must go." That night, when everyone was asleep, Manyara stole quietly out of the village. She had never been in the forest at night before, and she was frightened. But her greed to be the first to appear before the king drove her on. In her hurry, she almost stumbled over a small boy who suddenly appeared, standing in the path. We're all going to be the boy, okay? "Please," said the boy, "I am hungry. Will you give me something to eat?" "I have brought only enough for myself," Manyara replied. "But please," said the boy, "I am so very hungry." "Out of my way, boy. Tomorrow I will become your queen. How dare you stand in my path?" After traveling for what seemed to be a great distance, Manyara came to a small clearing. There, silhouetted against the moonlight, was an old woman seated on a large stone. The old woman spoke. "I will give you some advice, Manyara. Everybody be the old woman with me. Here we go. Soon after you pass the place where the 2 paths cross, you will see a grove of trees. They will laugh at you. You must not laugh in return. Later, you will meet a man with his head under his arm. You must be polite to him. How do you know my name? How dare you advise your future queen? Stand aside, you ugly old woman, Manyara scolded, and then rushed on her way without looking back. Just as the old woman had foretold, Manyara came to a grove of trees, and they did indeed seem to be laughing at her. Let's all be the trees laughing at Manyara. I must be calm, Manyara thought. I will not be frightened. She looked up at the trees and laughed out loud. And let's all say it. I will laugh at you, trees.
I will laugh at you, trees.
She shouted and she hurried on. It was not yet dawn when Manyara heard the sound of rushing water. What does that sound like, friends? The river must be up ahead, she thought. The great city is just on the other side. But there, on the rise, she saw a man with his head tucked under his arm. Manyara ran past him without speaking. A queen acknowledges only those who please her, she said to herself. I will be queen, I will be queen. Manyara's run down the hill chanting, I will be queen, go.
I will be queen, I will be queen, I will be queen.
Nice. Nyasha, or now we cut back. Nyasha woke at the first light of dawn. As she put on her finest garments, she thought how her life might be changed forever beyond this day. I'd much prefer to live here, she admitted to herself. I'd hate to leave this little village and never see my father or sing to little Nyoka again. Her thoughts were interrupted by loud shouts and a commotion from the wedding party assembled outside. What do those sound like? It's because Manyara's missing. Ah! Ah! She's missing! Everyone bustled about searching and calling for her. Manyara! 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 When she found her footprints on the path that led to the city, they decided to go on as planned. As the wedding party moved through the forest, brightly plumed birds darted about in the cool green shadows beneath the trees. Though anxious about her sister, Nyasha was soon filled with excitement about all there was to see. They were deep in the forest when she saw the small boy standing by the side of the path. You must be hungry, she said, and handed him a yam she had brought for her lunch. The boy smiled and disappeared as quietly as he had come. Later, as they were approaching the place where the two paths crossed, the old woman appeared and silently pointed the way to the city. Nyasha thanked her and gave her a small pouch filled with sunflower seeds. The sun was high in the sky when the party came to the grove of towering trees. What do they look like? Their uppermost branches seemed to bow down to Nyasha as she passed beneath them. At last, someone announced that they were near their destination. We're here! Nyasha ran ahead and topped the rise before the others could catch up with her. She stood transfixed at her first sight of the city. Oh, my father, she called. A great spirit must stand guard here. Just look at what lies before us. I never in all my life dreamed there could be anything so beautiful. Arm in arm, Nyasha and her father, Mufaro, descended the hill, crossed the river, and approached the city gate. Just as they entered through the great doors, the air was rent by piercing cries. Ah! And Manyara ran wildly out of a chamber at the center of the enclosure. When she saw Nyasha, she fell upon her sobbing. Manyara's give me a really good sob. Nice. Do not go to the king, my sister. Oh, please, father, do not let her go, she cried hysterically. There's a great monster there, a snake with 5 heads. He said that he knew all my faults and that I displeased him. He would have swallowed me alive if I had not run. Oh, my sister, please do not go inside that place. It frightened Nyasha to see her sister so upset. But leaving her father to comfort Manyara, she bravely made her way to the chamber and opened the door. On the seat of the great chief's stool lay the little garden snake. Nyasha laughed with relief and joy. My little friend, she exclaimed. It's such a pleasure to see you, but why are you here? And Nyoka's let's say, I am the king.
I am the king.
Nice, Nyoka replied. And there, before Nyasha's eyes, the garden snake changed shape. What does that look like? And Nyoka's, you're going to say, I am the king.
I am the king.
I am also the hungry boy with whom you shared a yam in the forest, and the old woman to whom you made a gift of sunflower seeds. But you know me best as Nyoka, because I have been all of these. I know you to be the most worthy and most beautiful daughter in the land. It would make me very happy if you would be my wife. And so it was that, a long time ago, Nyasha agreed to be married. The king's mother and sisters took Nyasha to their house, and the wedding preparations began. Everybody, pantomime your best wedding preparations. The best weavers in the land laid out their finest cloths for her wedding garments. Villagers from all around were invited to the celebration, and a great feast was held. Nyasha prepared the bread for the wedding feast from millet that had been brought from her village. Mufaro proclaimed to all who would hear him that he was the happiest father in all the land, for he was blessed with two beautiful and worthy daughters, Nyasha, the queen, and Manyara, the servant in the queen's household. And then the audience applauds. Applauso! Applauso! And you take a bow. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whew. Friends, take a deep breath in and push it out. You have just completed your performance, and thus you have completed these 12 weeks of drama. High fives all around. Awesome. And on this final day, we're going to do, as usual, we're going to check out with Mr. Bryan.
Well, my friends, for our final reflection, I want to, first off, how are you feeling? I want to see a dance of how you're feeling right now. I want to see a dance of how you're feeling now. When I say go and not before. Ready, set, go. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and freeze. Take a big deep breath in, breathe that feeling in, and breathe that feeling out. Bring it into the space and bring ourselves into actor neutral, aware of that feeling and aware of the energy in the room and how we're feeling. And boys and girls, friends, everyone, we talked about everything from ensemble to mask and world theater to emotions and feelings to, I'm going through the list here. We talked about so many things. And I just want us to remember all those things, and especially those 3 tools of the actor: body, voice, imagination. And if any of those stick with us, great. If not, I want to remember the good time that you had, all the things that you brought with us to the classroom from other people. And yeah, I hope you had fun. I had fun. You had fun, Miss Madison.
I sure did.
And I want us one last time, put our hands in the middle. And if you have anything that you want to send to us, videos, photos, pictures, drawings, send. Tweet, email.
Gimme.
What Miss Madison said. And put your hands in the middle one last time and say drama on 3. 1, 2, 3. Drama. Fantastic. And one more high five to the screen. Boom. And thank you everyone for bringing it, I'm able to speak, I promise, Miss Madison. Thank you for the time you shared with us, and we hope we see you all soon. All right. Bye everyone.
Bye.